shadow of the oak, where our names were once carved deep. The wind sings through the branches, where them old secrets keep. There's a pair of worn-out boots lying by the door. They danced under the moonlight, don't tap the porch no more. Oh, these boots, they haunt the gravel roads I roam. Echoes of your laughter in the twilight's gentle gloam. Every sunset drips like honey, but it tastes of bitter rain. These boots keep walking, but they're just chasing the pain. Stands all lonesome where the wildfires used to burn, and now it's just the cold hearth waiting for your return. That dusty saddle by the window hasn't seen a ride since spring. Like my heart, it's just a relic of what time can to love bring. Oh, these boots, they haunt the gravel roads I roam. Echoes of your laughter in the twilight's gentle gloam. Every sunset drips like honey, but it tastes of bitter rain. These boots keep walking, but they're just chasing the pain. Now the scarf you left behind is just a shade of faded blue, like the dreams I had of us, now they're just a view. The trails all seem to wander, as aimless as my soul, looking for redemption in a world that's left me whole. So these boots, they haunt the gravel roads I roam. A symphony of silence as I walk this path alone. Each sunset still like honey, but now I savor the rain. And these boots keep walking, knowing love's not in vain. These boots, they haunt, but now I understand. In every dusty footprint I feel the touch of your hand. Even if you're gone, your memory walks on through. And every sun-baked trail, every drop of morning dew. In the shadow of the old oak tree, an old house stood and weathered and free. Windows like eyes and heavy with tales, echoes of laughter, old love and wails. I'd tie my mare to the creaking rail, her breath a mist, her cold winter pale. Oh, that old house, it knew my heart, each wooden beam torn apart. In the silence of its empty hall, I hear the whisper of the fall. The wind through the cracks, a lonesome call. Old house rode through shadows and all. Years rolled like dust down a gravel road, her scarf in my pocket, weight of untold. The porch where we danced, now quiet and cold. Memories fading like silver turned old, where laughter rang, now only the wind saddle, I ride alone. Well, that old house, it knew my heart. Each wooden beam torn apart. In the silence of its empty hall, I hear the whisper of the fall. The wind through the cracks, a lonesome call. Old house road through shadows and all. Beneath the vast, endless sky's hue, I understand now truths few knew. Love's not just the sun, but the rain and the dew. And parting's a path, old but feels new. So that old house, keep my dreams. Wrapped in the silence, sewn at the seams. With every sunset that paints the plains, part of me there forever remains. Oh, that old house, the keeper of my soul's refrains, rode through the heartache, the memories, the pains. On the edge of Jasper Town, under skies once blue and white, I carved our names in the old oak's hide. That porch we built with summer hands now echoes silence like forgotten lands. Your scarf still hangs on our bedroom door, faded by sun, like the love we wore. The wind listened as I called your name through whispering leaves. I felt your pain. These dusty trails, they know my sin. I walked away when I should have let you in. Oh, the wind listened, but you were gone, left with the sunset, my heart undone. The saddle we shared lies untouched, it's worn, like the path to your heart, now overgrown and torn. The rain taps on the old tin roof like tears, each drop a memory of our lost years. Where wildflowers bloom, now only thorns remain. In the fields of my soul, where I whisper your name. The wind listened as I called your name. Through whispering leaves I felt your pain. These dusty trails now my only kin, echoes of hooves haunted by what might have been. Oh, the wind listened as my heart cried under the vast, unending sky. By the crumbling gate where our dreams once lay, I understand now why the wind swayed, carrying stories of old lovers' sighs. They roam the earth beneath endless skies. The wind listened and I'm alone with the ghosts of the past in a house, not a home. May the breeze carry away my mournful tune, scatter my sorrows to the silver moon. Oh, the wind listened, but cannot heal all the silent scars that never will seal. In the shadow of the oak, where the wild rivers flow, I found a rusty locket gleaming faintly in the glow. Promises like whispered winds through the chaparral so dry, where echoes of our laughter paint the canyons and the sky. That rusty locket washed away in the rain, like the dreams we built on gravel roads now lost to the plains. Each sunset bleeds a deeper red neath the sorrow's heavy sway. She's a memory riding distant trails, forever washed away. Years swept like the river past the porch where we once sat, now just creaking timbers and a faded welcome mat, where a scarf danced with the autumn, a ballet of flame and rust. Only dust remains where once was trust, now swallowed in the gust. Oh, that rusty locket washed away in the rain, like the love we carved deep in the woods, now part of the terrain. Each sunset bleeds a deeper red neath the sorrow's heavy sway. She's a memory riding distant trails, forever washed away. I wander these empty cabins with a heart that's lined in stone, past shadows worn and weathered like the skin over my bones. Fading trails my only guides to the woman I once knew. In a locket lost to the river's rush, my heart bids her adieu. Oh, that rusty locket swallowed by the stream, a token of the tenderness that lives now in my dreams. Each sunset bleeds a deeper red across the endless fray. She's a silhouette against the dying light, forever washed away. out by the creek where the cottonwoods grew. You wove a scarf, the sky was blue. I watched as the shadows danced on your face. Beneath an oak, our hearts found grace. The wind whispered through high saddle leather, promised us storms we'd weather together. But the storm said nothing as you walked away. Silence like dust on a long gravel way. I yelled to the wind, begged the rain to explain why the sun set so red and love ends in pain. Years have rolled like tumbleweeds past. This old porch knows shadows cast, where laughter filled these empty halls. Now just echoes, boot falls. The cabin stands under twilight's embrace, a monument to your vanishing trace. And the storm says nothing as you walked away. Silence like dust on a long gravel way. I yelled to the wind, begged the rain to explain why the sun set so red and love ends in pain. On a road that's worn, under stars that still blink, I ride alone with too much time to think. Beneath the cool, moody glow of a moon hanging low, I'm learning to forgive what I can't let go. The storm says nothing, but I found my say. Trails fade out, but memories stay. I whisper to the wind and the rain knows my name. Sunset still bleeding, but I cherish the flame. Yes, the storm says nothing, yet I've learned to pray for peace in the dust where my heart lays. Out where the oak tree marks our names, the wind burns, cuts deep like wildfire flames. Here in the whisper of the tall grass beds, your laughter echoes where the horizon ends. We carved our dreams in that old porch wood under stars, believing everything could. Wind burns like the tears we never cried, lost words in the gust of prairie nights. My heart's wrapped tight in a dusty scarf's hold, in the saddle of sorrow through the land so cold. Wind burns and the memories just whirl, scattered like leaves in a long, lonesome swirl. Once the cabin smiled with candlelight, now shadows curl in the corner softly on window pane glass in the rhythms of a time that's past. Wind burns like the tears we never cried, lost words in the gusty prairie nights. My heart's wrapped tight in a dusty scarf's hole in the saddle of sorrow through the land so cold. Wind burns and the memories just whirl, scattered like leaves in a long, lonesome swirl. So I whisper to the setting sun, forgive all the things we left undone in the twilight. Every shadow, no, we're just prisoners of the winds that blow. Wind burns the trails and I've yet to find fading tracks of the dreams left behind. But in the silence, there's a song that yearns for one more dance where the wind still burns. Yes, in the silence, there's a song that yearns for one last dance where the wind still burns. Out where the oak tree shadows lay by the bend where we used to swim, the old shotgun house now just a shade, whispers of the love that's grown dim. Her scars dance like wildflowers in breeze on the porch where secrets softly spoke, now just creaks in an empty seas where laughter used to kindle and stow. Oh, how the sunset's bleeding tonight, shotgun forgot, but I recall every whisper, each twilight fight, her silhouette in the doorway tall. Rain taps the roof in a rhythm lost, memories in every dust swirled gust. Heartache's the price, oh what a cost, left with this ache, a wanderer's trust. The gravel road wears a weary path, cabin windows stare blank and wide, echoes of her wild loving laugh, now just shadows where silence by. Once we roamed through the wildlands free, two souls untamed like the river's flow. Now I wander alone, just me, drifting where the cold winds blow. Oh, how the sunset's bleeding tonight, shotgun forgot, but I remember all, each tender kiss, every fiery fight, her footsteps echoing in the hall. Rain sings lullabies of days now past, under skies vast, feeling her touch. Love's just a shadow that couldn't last, left with this yearning, it's all too much. Under the weeping willow I see, dreams are like leaves falling away. What I'd give for one more plea, a chance to right what went astray. Oh, how the sunset's bleeding tonight, shotgun forgot, but my heart knows every ending tucked out of sight, in the land where the lonely wind blows. Rain washes tracks, but not the pain, paths we once walked turn to rust, in every sunset's crimson stain. I find a peace of forgotten trust. Shotgun forgot, but a cowboy remembers. In every whisper, carried by the embers. In the shadow of an old oak's reach, where the creek sings lullabies, lies a cabin worn and weathered under vast unending skies. There's a bed inside that cabin with a linen smell of sage, and a scarf you left behind, my love, now yellowed with age. The empty bed said nothing, but I heard it loud and clear. Every whisper of the fabric spoke of you no longer here. The windows hold the sunset, the porch creaks with my sighs. This empty bed says nothing, but it's screaming in my eyes. The trail's gone cold and dusty, like the memories in my mind. Gravel roads we roamed are fading, left so many miles behind. The town seems just too quiet now, like it knows you're gone for good. And the saddle where you sat by me is just worn out leather and wood. The empty bed said nothing, but I heard it loud and clear. Every whisper of the fabric spoke of you no longer here. The windows frame the twilight, the door sways with my cries. This empty bed says nothing, but it's screaming in my eyes. Now the rain taps on the rooftop like your fingers drumming time, and I wonder if the storm clouds know what's forever left behind. By the hearth I sit in silence, the flames flicker out your name. In this house of broken whispers, life's never quite the same. The empty bed said nothing, but I felt its cold embrace. Each night's a haunting melody of your absent grace. The moonlight steals through curtains, painting shadows we once knew. This empty bed says nothing, still I'm speaking back to you.
In the valley where the shadows meet the light, there's an oak tree carved with names that winds have slide. Beneath its boughs we swore on endless stars, in that quiet town where dreams weren't far, where the porch wood creaked under our worn out boots, and love was wild, uncontested, absolute. Oh, how silence fell apart as you whispered goodbye with a trembling heart. Now the wind carries dust and my lone despair through the streets of a ghost town trapped in air. Every sunset bleeds the same old scarlet hue. scarf you left still smells of rain and pine, a tangled memory in this broken line. The town's old clock stopped ticking long ago, just like my heart, in rhythm slow. Oh, how silence fell apart as you whispered goodbye with a trembling heart. Now the wind carries dust and my lone despair through the streets of a ghost town trapped in air. Every sunset bleeds the same old scarlet hue, echoing the love I knew, echoing the love I knew. On the horizon where the earth kisses the sky, I've learned love's a journey where some parts must die. A whisper in the canyon, a soul learning to fly. Letting go ain't the same as saying goodbye. Oh, how silence fell apart in the breaking of my reluctant heart as the stars watch over from where they always start. I roam these lands with your memory as my chart. Every sunset bleeds into a night so true, carrying the love I knew, carrying the love I always knew. So I sing to the winds, to the mountains high, a ballad of a cowboy under this vast unyielding sky. Silence never stays, it just transforms, it parts in the echoes of hooves, in the beating of broken hearts. Out by the old Copeland farm, the oak trees still whisper your name, where we carved our hearts so wild and free. Now nothing out there looks the same. Found that old saddle by the creek, the rain had washed it halfway away, like the tears that stole your sweet smile from me on that storm-torn, fateful day. And oh, my heart rides lonesome valleys since you and the sun both set to go. This trail's just dust and scattered shadows, with a saddle washed away, like the love I used to know. I walked past the shuttered cabin doors where your laughter filled the golden air. Now only silence greets me there, as if the world knows what I bear. Came upon that scarf you love, caught on a bramble, frayed and torn, just like the promises we made on the porch where forever was sworn. Yes, my heart rides lonesome valleys since you and the sun both set to go. This trail's just dust and scattered shadows, with a saddle washed away, like the love I used to know. So here I stand where the creek bends low, toss your scarf to the wind soft side. Guess it's time to let old memories fly, just like that eagle we watched in July. And oh, my heart rides lonesome valleys since you and the sun both set to go. I'll follow these trails
shadows, with my saddle washed away, like the love I'll never outgrow. Forever a wanderer, a shadow in the fray, with my saddle washed away, like the love I'll always know.
Shadows stretch along near that dusty crossroads where she sang her summer song. The porch still creaks, the cabin door it moans. Her laughter echoes deep in every weathered stone. Faint trails of her silk scarf dance with the wind in a wild land where loving tales were penned. Her smile lingers in the twilight's crying hue, just like starlight whispers to the dew. My heart rides these gravel roads alone, searching horizons where her sunshine once shone. Oh, her smile lingers, but the warmth is gone. Left me a shadow in the dawn. Time's cruel hand turned our laughter into dust. Rain washed away dreams, left behind rust. Where once we rode 'neath endless sky so wide, now lies a silence that I can't abide. Our old red scarf now faded, frayed and thin, like the feel of her hand slipping from my skin. Her smile lingers in the twilight's crying hue, just like starlight whispers to the dew. My heart rides these gravel roads alone, searching horizons where her sunshine once shone. Oh, her smile lingers, but the warmth is gone. Left me a shadow in the dawn. In the soft serenade of the evening breeze, I hear her whisper 'neath the creaking oak tree leaves. Love's not lost, she sighs, just part of the land. Like the river carves canyons with a gentle hand. So her smile lingers in every setting sun, in every tear cried and song unsung. Though I wander lost through this life I roam, her smile's a beacon
In the shadow of the whispering oaks, where the wild prairie winds weep, I left my heart on a creaky porch under the brim where my hat watched me leave. Dusty trail spun tales of two in the light of the flickering eve, where your scarf danced a waltz with the breeze, a gentle thief of my reprieve. Oh, how the sunset bled its hues, painting loss on its grand canvas sky. Each step away, a deeper shade of blue under that wide remorseful eye. The oak's arms reached but couldn't hold what my soul had to concede. In the quiet town where the church bell tolled, my hat watched me leave. The cabin stands but empty now, like the hollows of my worn leather boots. Gravel roads lost their laughter, silent under my solitary pursuits. Our love, once a wild river, now a dry bed soft and sere. In the echo of footsteps on old wood, I still hear you, oh so clear. Oh, how the sunset bled its hues, painting loss on its grand canvas sky. Each step away, a deeper shade of blue under that wide remorseful eye. The oak's arms reached but couldn't hold what my soul had to concede. In the quiet town where the church bell tolled, my hat watched me leave. Now beneath the endless arc of stars, my whispers mingle with the cold night air, asking why the winds chose to erase the scent of jasmine in your hair. With every fading trail I take under the moon's watchful gleam, I find the strength to bear the ache, but never quite the dream. So let the sunset bleed its hues, let it paint my pain across the sky. With each step away, a deeper shade of true beneath that wide old watchful eye. Though the oak's arms reach and can't hold what's forever meant to be, in every quiet town and every road I've roamed, my hat watched me leave. In the dust kicking up where the heart knows its needs, quiet as the settling of the eve, with nothing but the wind to grieve, my hat, it watched me leave. Shadow of the canyon where the oak tree used to stand, I found the faded echoes of our footprints in the sand. The wind whispers through the branches like it's calling out your name, by the river where we'd promised but's never quite the same. The canyon said nothing, just echoed my pain. The silence as sharp as the cold winter rain. Where once was laughter, now only the stones speak of the love lost. And these old bones, the porch still holds a ghost of your scarf flowing free. The dusty roads less traveled by, just shadows, you and me. That old cabin on the ridge holds the secrets of our dreams, now empty like the heart of me, bursting at the seams. The canyon said nothing, just echoed my pain. The silence as sharp as the cold winter rain. Where once was laughter, now only the stones speak of the love lost. And these old bones underneath the starlit sky, the night's embrace is tight. I'm a solitary figure with just memories inside. And as the moon rises high over lands you once roamed, I'm learning to live with the echoes in the canyons of the alone. The canyon said nothing, it just knows my fears. Its vastness holds all my unshed tears. In the whisper of the aspen, in the chill of the dawn, I'll walk these trails forever drawn. The canyon knows my story, etched in the dusty glow. The canyon said nothing, and I'm forever home.
Out where the oak tree shadows lay, by the bend where we used to swim, the old shotgun house, now just a shade. Whispers of the love that's grown dim, her scarves dance like wildflowers in breeze. On the porch where secrets softly spoke, now just creaks in an empty seas, where laughter used to kindle and stoke. Oh, how the sunsets bleed in the night. Shotgun forgot, but I recall every whisper, each twilight fight. Her silhouette in the doorway tall. Rain taps the roof in a rhythm lost. Memories in every dust swirl gust. Heartache's the price, oh what a cost. Left with a say, a wanderer's trust. The gravel road wears a weary path. Cabin window stare blank and white. Echoes of her wild loving laugh. Now just shadows where silence by. Once we roam through the wildlands free, two souls untamed like the river's flow. Now I wander alone, just me, drifting where the cold winds blow. Oh, how the sunsets bleed in the night. Shotgun forgot, but I remember all. Each tender kiss, every fiery fight. Her footsteps echoing in the hall. Rain sings lullabies of days now past. Under skies vast, feeling her touch. Love's just a shadow that couldn't last. Left with us yearning, it's all too much. Under the weeping willow I see dreams are like leaves falling away. What I'd give for one more plea, a chance to right what went astray. Oh, how the sunsets bleed in the night. Shotgun forgot, but my heart knows every ending tucked out of sight.
In the land where the lonely wind blows, rain washes tracks, but not the pain. Past we once walked turned to rust, in every sunset's crimson stain. I find a piece of forgotten trust. Shotgun forgot, but a cowboy remembers. In every whisper carried by the embers.
Said the stars looked closer that night as we lay under paper lights. Your hand found mine without a word, and time forgot how to move forward. No promises, no plans to keep, just borrowed dreams we let run deep. We fell asleep in love, not knowing what we'd wake up from. Two hearts just passing through, but for a while mine beat for you, like a whisper in a crowded song. We were right, but not for long. You liked your tea without the sugar. I liked the way you read in murmurs. The clock was kind, it let us be lost in our soft simplicity. No need to ask for more than now. We built a home inside a cloud. We fell asleep in love, like autumn leaves we rose above. Two strangers wrapped in something true, even if we always knew that some good things don't stay long. Still in that night we both belong. Now the echoes fade, but not the tune. I still hum you under the moon. Maybe we were just a song that didn't need to last too long. We fell asleep in love, no ending line, no push, no shove. No need to cry for what we missed. Some stories end with just a kiss. And if I see you down the road, I'll smile at all the love we wrote.
The screen door still creaks like it used to when you'd run out barefoot in the dew. Your laughter lived in every board. Now silence echoes more and more. The porch swing sways like it knows your name, still dances in that old time frame. I sat and watched the fireflies and heard your voice in the wind's disguise. The porch still remembers how we kissed in late September. Your head on my chest, the sky burned red. Now it's just ghosts and things unsaid. The rocking chair, don't ask me why, but it groans like it's about to cry. Yeah. This old house don't feel like timber. It breathes, it aches, it still remembers. Your coffee cup still on the sill, The rose you dried, it's hanging still. The light you loved in the kitchen bay still floods the floor the same old way. I fixed the roof you always nag, but some holes just ain't meant to patch, like the one you left inside my chest, where love once lived now lays to rest. The porch still remembers all our storms and all our embers, the way you'd hum that country song, barefoot twirling all night long. Now it just creaks when no one's near and echoes back the yesteryear. This ain't a house, it's love's old ember burning slow. Yeah, it still remembers. I don't come here to rewind, just to touch what you left behind. If these walls could write a letter, they'd say we almost made it better. The porch still remembers, and it ain't forgiving, but it's tender. It don't blame, it don't cry, it just holds time as it goes by. So I'll sit here till the sun sets low, with your name in every shadow. And though you're gone, I still surrender to this porch that still remembers. In the shadow of the lonely oak, where whispers dress the dawn, I found a rusty locket buried neath the leaves long gone. It held a tuft of golden hair, like sunset trapped in time, each strand a soft reminder of a love no longer mine. Oh, rusty lock, it waits on the edge of silent plains, holding memories like the desert holds the rains. And every gust of lonely wind through empty cabins strays, singing songs of what we lost as the daylight fades away. We rode through storms and summer skies, on trails of dust and bloom, your scarf a splash of color against the endless loom. The seasons turned as they always do, and you couldn't stay, left a worn out saddle and our dreams to fade away. Oh, rusty lock, it waits on the edge of silent plains, holding memories like the desert holds the rain tongue. And every gust of lonely wind through empty cabin strays, singing songs of what we lost as the daylight fades away. Now I wander through the ghost towns, past the porches worn with time, each step a heavy echo of the bells they used to chime. Maybe all that's left is the whisper of the pines, telling me to let go, like the fading of old signs. Oh, rusty lock, it waits clinging to the past embrace underneath the oak tree's ancient solemn grace. And every leaf that falls is like a tear from heaven's face, leaving trails of what once was in the silence of this place. So rusty locket, close your clasp, keep safe what has to be. I'll ride into the sunset where my heart can roam free. Yet in the quiet of the night, when the stars begin to gleam, your memory holds me tight, more than just a dream. Shadow of the oak, where the wild daisies grow, we carved our names in the bark, soft and low. And sunset painted stories on your gentle laughing face. Under that old oak tree, our quiet sacred place. But the oak tree fell apart just like the promises we made. Leaves turn to whispers, our summer shade now fades. The wind's a lonesome singer, the branches worn and sparse. Lost love's a melody beneath the stars so harsh. The years rolled like thunder across the plain so wide. Our path diverged in shadows, you left my side. That old porch still creaks with tales it yearns to tell of dusty boots, forgotten roots, and rain that softly fell. The oak tree fell apart just like the dreams we knew, where once the earth held strong, now grows the bitter yew. The wind's a mournful caller, your space is left so vast. Each memory's a ghost from some forgotten past. On gravel roads I wander with a scarf you gave to me. It holds the scent of juniper and whispers of the sea. What's left is just the echo of the laughter we once shared. In the solace of the wilderness, I find that I'm still scared. Yes, the oak tree fell apart, and with it went my heart, scattered like the leaves in the autumn set apart. I'll sing beneath the moon, where once we danced till dawn, holding on to shadows long after you have gone. Dust rises, trails fade, I'm a silhouette part of this land, a cowboy with an empty heart and a trembling hand. And as the sun dips low, I'll sing for you, my dear part, underneath the heavens where our old oak tree fell apart.
In the shadow of the oak, where whispers hang on to the breeze, I carved our names inside a heart, and still I see it with ease. Your scarf, it danced a wild red against the prairie's dust, on a porch where we lay watching stars and dreams we used to trust. Those boots walked away down a road of gravel gray, left nothing but the echo your laugh in the fray. Sunset bleeds just like my heart over trails where we'd roam, boots walked away, and my heart lost its home. The cabin by the ridge stands empty like the void inside my chest. Rain taps on the window in rhythm with my unrest. The saddle hangs untouched neath that old weathered barn's decay. Every creak in the wooden boards echoes words we didn't say. Those boots walked away with every dream I dared to lay underneath that endless sky where our wild spirits play. Sunset bleeds just like my heart over lands where silence swells. Boots walked away, left me nothing but farewell. Your voice across the canyon's cry, telling tales of what was ours under that big open sky. I'm the lone shadow walking where our laughter once filled the air, holding on to the ghost of you, wondering if you still care. Still those boots walked away down paths old and worn, leaving me with memories in the dust they had borne. Sunset bleeds just like my heart over roads that lead astray. Boots walked away, love's a price too steep to pay. Boots walked away, and the echoes they still stay.
In the gray dawn, by the oak tree shade, where the cold morning sank into my bones, I traced your name once in the frozen earth, beneath where our whispered dreams had flown. Old porch creak like it shared my heart's ache, echoing footsteps where you danced in grace. The wind soft moaned through the cabin's crack, plays an old remembrance I can't erase. Oh, how the silence speaks in places you once walked. The shadows hold your laugh and the gravel road still talk. My heart's tied to the dust where the sunsets bled and dried. Underneath the fading trails is where my soul resides. A turned up collar against the stinging rain, your scarf still fragrant, lost its warmth long ago. I wander through these ghostly empty rooms where echoes paint your shadow in soft, mournful tones. The saddle sits unused, a leather crack, like the lines now deeply etched upon my face. You step away from you through time's harsh track, leaves me a wander in our lost embrace. Oh, how the silence speaks in places you once walked. The shadows hold your laugh and the gravel road still tall. My heart's tied to the dust where the sunsets bled and dried. Underneath the fading trails is where my soul resides. I've held the prairie's endless gaze, its
tells me you're still out there in the wild's timeless grace. Maybe these old boots, worn and frayed, will bring me back someday to where the oak tree shadows lay and all my hopes decay. So I'll sit here with the silence where you once walked. Let the shadows keep your laughter and the gravel roads we talked. My heart's tied to the dust where our sunsets used to fade, beneath cold morning's echo where my weary head is laid. Oh, under these endless skies I find no release, but in every whispered wind there's a piece of your peace.